And at number 10 in the ratings is American volleyball player Faline Fanomona, who is a professional and a phenomenal beauty queen, well known in the world of volleyball. Now, she is a dominant blocker and an explosive attacker to the net in volleyball. Now, her fitness qualities matches her looks, from her height to her God-given curves, like you can see, not to mention her unmatched impressive volleyball skills whenever she plays on the courts, with how she looks and how she does her things, like you can see on the volleyball court. So she's number 10 in our ratings today. So she's number 10 in our ratings for black women. At number 9, as you can see on your screens, is American tennis player Cory Coco Gauff. Now, she became an overnight sensational success when she defeated Venus Williams, who, of course, she looks very much alike. Now, she also became the youngest player to advance in the round of 16 at the Wimbledon Championships. She's been doing her wonderful stuff on the court in tennis, and look at her beautiful self. She's our number 9 in our ratings for the black beauties in sports. Number 9 with our ratings today, Cory Coco Gauff. From number 9, let's go on to number 8 with our ratings, and that has to do with Fatima Diame, who is without any argument one of the most beautiful black women in the world of track and field athletics. Now, she is an unforgettable highlight of her career when Spain at the Olympic Games that was held in Tokyo. She is. Now, although her performances at the Olympic Games then wasn't too impressive, but she left a positive impression to so many sponsors, especially with how she looks. Her looks ended up being the highlight of her Olympic appearance in Tokyo. And afterwards, she's been hitting the limelight and the highlights with some modeling and some other wonderful stuff also on the track and field events she does. So that's now number 8 with our ratings, Fatima Diame, who, of course, even though originally from Africa, represents Spain with her athletics. From 8, let's check out number 7, and that has to come from the world of basketball, where we are looking at American basketball player with Nigerian descent, Nneka Ogwumike. Nneka Ogwumike is a very beautiful American basketball player who plays for Los Angeles Sparks in the Women's National Basketball Association after being drafted number 1 overall in the 2012 WNBA draft. As soon after being drafted, Ogwumike signed an endorsement deal with Nike. Now, she's the older sister of Chinye Ogwumike, who plays as well for the Sparks in the WNBA. Now, she was named WNBA MVP for the 2016 season and won the finals the same year with that particular team, the Los Angeles Sparks. And that's our number 7th rank. Beautiful black woman in sports. So to number 6 on the ratings or rankings of our beautiful black athletes or sportswomen, and we have to go to Sweden and check out Kadijatu Kadi Victoria Sangya, who of course is from Sweden, and she's in the track and field athletes who specializes in long jump. So you're back on the track and field world, and she is our number 6th ranked most beautiful black woman in sports. Now, Victoria Kadi Sangya is a Swedish long jumper. Now, her personal best in the events are 6.95 meters outdoors. That's from the Diamond League, and also 6.92 meters for indoor game that was recorded in Glasgow in 2018. Like I told you, she competes for Sweden. She's got some beautiful curves to go with her looks and what she does on the track and field. And look at her, she's got the looks to go with her wonderful performance on the track and field as a long jumper. She's a number 6th rank black beauty in sports. From number 6, let's go on to number 5, and the 5th most beautiful black woman in sports is from Canada. And again, we stay with track and field, and that has to come from Canada with Kamika Bingham. Now, Kamika Bingham is a 28-year-old Canadian who is indeed very, very good on the track and field event. Now, she specializes in the 100 meters. Now, she has been there for Canada for so many years, from the Pan American Games, Commonwealth Games, and the World Championships in athletics. She's been doing this for Canada, and off the tracks, she is a beauty indeed, like you can see with some of her images and pictures. And that's Kamika Bingham, the Canadian sprinter, who is our number 5 ranked most beautiful black woman in sports. Number 4 on the rankings for our black beauties in sports is from the nation of Ethiopia. And that is Genzebe Dibaba Kenene, who is a sister of Turnesh. We've picked on Genzebe Dibaba to be our 4th ranked most beautiful black woman in sports. From Ethiopia, she is, like I told you, she's a middle and long distance runner in the track and field events. Now, Genzebe is the current world record holder for the 1,500 meters and the indoor events of the 1 mile, 3,000 meters and 5,000 meters. She holds the distinction of possessing the most world records by one woman in track history, with her current haul of 4 plus 2 world best. That is Genzebe Dibaba, and she is a beauty as well off the tracks. She's our 4th most beautiful black woman in sports. Genzebe Dibaba from Ethiopia. On to the 3rd position now, and that has to come from the world of football, and we are looking at Lauren James, the junior sister of Chelsea ace Reece James, our 3rd ranked most beautiful black woman in sports. Now, she plays as a forward for Chelsea in the Women's Super League in England, the English national team forward. As for the women, that's what it is she does. She's a junior sister, like I told you, of Chelsea and England defender Reece James, and their father, obviously the inspiration behind the two of them all playing football. She was with United some few years ago, but now plays for Chelsea. She began with Arsenal, then moved to United, where she played about some 40 or so games before signing for Chelsea last season. So she is our 3rd most beautiful black woman in sports. That is Lauren James, junior sister of Reece James of Chelsea Football Club. On to the top 2 ranked most beautiful black women in sports, and to number 2, and that's American sprinter Sha'Carri Richardson. Now, she's an American track and field sprinter who competes in 100 and 200 meters. Richardson rose to fame in 2019 as a freshman at Louisiana State University, running 10.75 seconds to break the 100-meter collegiate record at the NCAA division. Now, this winning time made her one of the 10 fastest women in history at just 19 years. And she has the looks to go with all her wonderful, wonderful stuff. In April of 2021, she ran a new personal best of 10.72 seconds, becoming the 6th fastest woman of all time at that time, and the 4th fastest American woman in history. That is Sha'Carri Richardson, and she's got the looks to go with her wonderful stuff at a very young age on the track in 100 and 200 meters, and her looks obviously makes her a number 2 ranked most beautiful black woman in sports. And so that leaves us with only one sport, the very last sport, number 1 most beautiful woman, black woman, that is in sports. And we have to go all the way to Jamaica. Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce obviously has no competition in that particular regard. She's a Jamaican track and field sprint queen competing in 60 meters, 100 meters and 200 meters. And she is regarded as one of the greatest sprinters of all time. That is Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce. She has won everything there is in the sports, several gold medals to her name. Now, one of the most enduring track athletes in history. Fraser-Pryce's career spans over a decade and a half. She's an 8-time Olympic medalist, and she has been around for over 15 good years competing and still numero uno in that particular sport. And she still remains for us our most beautiful black woman in sports. Jamaica's Shelly Ann Fraser Price.